Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. And in this video, I'm going to take you through how CRM analytics drive GTM strategy and execution. Now, most teams already have CRMs like Zoho CRM, Pipedrive, or Freshsales in place, and they're collecting data every single day. But the real question is, are you using this data to actually drive GTM decisions? So in this video, what I'm going to do is I'll show you how to think about CRM analytics from a GTM lens. That's one. Two, what kind of insights matter at different funnel stages. And finally, we'll see how these analytics translate into real GTM motion. So I'll be switching between three tools, three CRMs today, that is Zoho CRM, Freshsales, and Pipedrive. And no, this is not a tool comparison that we're going to show today. So let's quickly dive into it. Now, when we talk about the top of the funnel or say pre-sales, then we talk about lead generation. So that's when I'll quickly show you a dashboard that we've created on Zoho CRM. Now, over here, when I speak about lead generation analytics, what we primarily see are one, what is the total prospect data that we might have? How many emails do we have in place? What are the contact numbers in place? What I would look at, or how would I see this, is are we building enough top of the funnel volume? Is that motion email heavy or call heavy, or is it mixed? So over here, I'm able to define that when I initially build my strategy, what sort of bifurcation did I give to email outreach versus call outreach? So that's one data point that I'm able to fetch over here. Next, when I talk about, say, the status-wise summary, this tells me that when and at what stage is a particular lead in the funnel, where is the lead getting stuck, or whether the follow-ups are happening regularly or not. Moreover, when I then come into understanding about the top industries or top locations, this tells me which industries are being targeted the most or which geographies dominate the entire pipeline. We understand over here whether it is aligned to our ICP or not. Are the sales reps defaulting to those industries that they are getting maximum response from and then leaving out the industries which have a higher potential? Is the GTM motion focused towards a particular region or a location? So these are the sort of questions we are able to ponder upon after seeing these graphs or seeing this particular analytics dashboard. And this primarily helps us in terms of refining our ICP, refining our strategies. So that is how we are able to get something or gain certain insights using a dashboard like this. Now, when we talk about creating reports or creating dashboards on Zoho CRM, it's quite easy to do that by simply clicking on the plus button over here, and we have various other options. If you want to create a pivot view, a summary view, a chart view, we can do that. So similarly, what we also did is we even went on to analyze the total meeting report. So a meeting report gives you an insight that from your outreach to, say, the first level meetings happening, what is the conversion and where are your first level meetings coming from? So we have tried to analyze month on month trends over here to give us an insight if there is any cyclical behavior or not. We have tried to even analyze which are the top locations or industries through which we are able to get those meetings. To further deep down in terms of the ICP, we even saw what are the designations that are more relevant or for whom this particular product or service is more interesting. So that is how we have built such a dashboard, such an analytic dashboard using Zoho CRM. Next, let's quickly move on to Freshsales. Over here, things go on to the next stage. Over here, we are answering a question that is our GTM motion actually converting to revenue? So this is wherein we move from the first phase of lead generation to understanding, is the execution giving us certain revenue or outcome or not? So the insights that we derive over here is the win-loss percentage, the funnel distribution. And if revenue is lost, then we need to understand that do we need more leads or do we need better qualification in place? So that is the way we are able to analyze this particular data. Moreover, this actually reveals the sort of friction points that are there. We are able to identify the stages which need more improvement. And when I talk about the revenue from source, so this is directly taking us back to the source wherein, say, the first outreach was done and it getting converted to viable outcome, that is revenue. So as I can see over here, if I'm running ads, then what is my ROI from ads? If I'm running email campaigns, then what is my ROI from email campaigns? And if I'm doing through SEO, then what is the sort of output that I'm getting from that? So this sort of matrix helps us in terms of understanding ROI based on different channels. And once, say, if I'm mapping this over a span of a quarter or 6 months, I'm able to then rework on my strategies. So as I can see over here, if email is giving me the highest revenue, then I will double down over there and increase my emails. Or another school of thought over here can also be that you increase the output of paid and organic search. So this is how you can look at such sort of charts. Next, when I speak about, say, the forecast, right, in terms of, say, how many deals are done. So the benefit of using Freshsales over here is in terms of the bifurcation that they have done, in terms of not just your overall summary, but in terms of the entire funnel, wherein they have created deal-wise funnel. That is there any new deal coming in? Is it qualified? Is the deal in a negotiation or a discovery phase? We get the entire funnel, which helps us in terms of forecasting what is the revenue that we ought to get in that particular month or in that particular quarter. We can even map the progress through seeing the sales activities over here. So this is one way in which you can use a more revenue focused analytics dashboard to define the outcomes of your strategies. So if you want to, say, shift budget focus towards more revenue producing channels, then this is how you can do it. Next up is Pipedrive. Over here, we are going to see how can we create a dashboard or an analytics that helps us in terms of defining the pipeline health, which is very much important for GTM forecasting. Now, here you can see that we have the total deal value, that's one. How many deals have been reached in each stage? What is the drop-off percentage between stages as well? Now, these are direct data points that you're able to see. But from a GTM perspective, this helps us answer, is our pipeline healthy or bloated? Are we pushing too many low quality deals? That's the sort of questions we are able to understand over here. And this helps us in terms of improving the exit criteria or disqualification criteria early. Now, when I see the stage-wise conversion win rates, okay, that I have over here. So this helps me in terms of understanding how many deals have reached what particular stage. And this visualization actually helps me in terms of understanding the drop-off percentage. Now, say, for example, I have 7 leads that have qualified and moved on, but eventually I'm just getting one deal that has won. So what about the rest leads? If they are qualified, then why are they not moving forward? So this is the sort of analysis that I can draw down from here. And this helps primarily those people who are in sales enablement or who are working on tightening the ICPs or who are focused on improving the current sales processes. Finally, if I talk about, say, the activities versus the outcomes that we are able to get, so you can even ensure that the way your team is performing, okay, in terms of their calls, emails, or meetings that they are doing, whether it is worth the effort or not. And when we speak about creating more reports or dashboards, you can surely customize it. You can see activities-based reports over here by simply seeing that, say, for a particular duration, what are the activities that are being done by your sales folks, understanding what are the deal status as per different salesperson. So eventually what you're getting to see over here using these multiple dashboards that I showed is understanding once a GTM strategy in place, once those activities are executed, and once the outcome starts coming in, where is the improvement required? Is there still a gap in terms of the ICP or not? Is there a gap in terms of selecting the right channel or not? Is there a gap in terms of the salesperson's training as well? So these are the sort of analytics that we are able to derive from CRM and through analytical dashboards. And one of the major thing over here is most teams fail because they track everything, but then they don't act on anything. That's wherein CRM analytics should not be just considered as a fancy dashboard, but should help you in terms of getting those directional clarities as well. So that is about it. That is about how you can use multiple such dashboards, analytics, reports to draw GTM inferences. And if you found this helpful, then please do like and subscribe to our channels. And if you have any questions, please do put it up in the comments. Thank you so much for watching this video.